All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game between Guagua versus Ling. This game taking place here on Last Refuge. 120 or 120 spawning as the blue undead over here on the bottom left-hand side of the map. Guagua spawning over here on the top right-hand side of the map as the red orc. Orc versus undead in this matchup. How are things going to go? What is going to be happening here? And what are these players ultimately going to be trying to do? Strategies are in order as game number one. Well, the first game that I'm casting today is going underway. I'm really wondering if I'm going to get any Twitch viewers. Today, I was not unable to stream during my normal time. I had to do a lot of doctor's appointments, driving the kids around, and taking care of some work, taking a little bit of a lunch break, and enjoying some WarCraft 3. Let me know what you guys enjoy about my casts in the comments below if you're watching on YouTube. If you don't enjoy my casts, then, I thank you anyways for allowing me to torture you for 15 to 25 minutes of your day. Coming back around, we are looking at a Farseer going up against, a Death Knight. No surprises there. Farseer becoming increasingly popular as Shadow Wolves are able to really capitalize on Crypt Fiends with that critical strike at level 2 or level 3 on the Farseer, and then ultimately level 5 Farseer with those Shadow Wolves able to harass the gold mine and also surprise and take out some of those Crypt Fiends. A little bit more resilient since they are invisible unless they are attacking, making it difficult for those destroyers to devour magic. Coming back on through, we are looking at Graveyard coming online here. Death Knight already out and about, picks up a Rod of Necromancy, going up against a Farseer. Farseer going to go ahead and summon in some Spirit Wolves and now make his way out onto the battlefield. All right, Death Coil straight start on the Ogre Warrior. And, I've said this before and I will say it again. WarCraft 3 and real-time strategies are a game of seconds. You're able to build up a large enough army given enough time, but a 5-minute advantage given to any one player, like I'm pretty sure with a 5-minute advantage, it is fairly easy to take down even some of the best professionals out there. Shadow Wolf or Wolves now coming in to do a little bit of engagement damage going right there. And, there goes one skeleton minion already taken down. Another one could get taken down. No, this one is, are we going to see a block? Yes, we are. 120 may end up losing that one right there. Nope, going to get denied. Beautifully done once more as the Death Knight now backs away. What's this? Crotus streams at afternoon. Yep, I can stream at different times. Taking a little bit of my lunch break. PBJ nom nom nom, you must have missed my intro. So, thank you for tuning in. All right, Farseer now running back off to the north here. We are looking at some headhunters as well. The wolves are being left behind to try and get some, harassment in onto this Ziggurat as the Nerubian Tower will come online and, perhaps just, slow down the attacks here. Acolyte now trying to back away. Meanwhile, Death Knight looking for that Farseer. Farseer looking to pull back. Now has Headhunters to fight alongside him. Should be summoning in some new Spirit Wolves here in just a moment. Absorb a little bit of damage. Get a nice, good surround on that Ogre Warrior who, tries to get away and is unable to. Headhunter still lining up in the back, getting in a bit of damage. Meanwhile, the Death Knight looking to get to level 2 off of this creep camp. 120, a bit delayed. As there was heavy harassment. Rainer, it's late night here. Thank you for tuning in anyways here late at night. Farseer getting up to level 2, picks up a Scroll of the Beast, not necessarily the item that he was looking for, but it may open up for a nice timing attack. Whenever you pick up the Scroll of the Beast, that is a 20% damage bonus, right? Or 25% damage bonus. Very, very strong indeed. When you then use that Scroll of the Beast, right when you max out on supply, on low upkeep supply, as long as your opponent doesn't have some sort of dispel, you can get a lot of distance and perhaps try and stunt your opponent with that damage. Coming back around, we are looking at the Headhunters now chipping away here. If you're thinking about a 25% damage bonus, think of it this way: 4 Headhunters become 5. So if you are able to use that advantage and really come out ahead in terms of damage, it does translate better than just trying to sell it sometimes as that illusion gets taken down. Coming back down to the south here, Death Knight, Unholy Aura, getting a little bit more experience as the Crypt Fiends and Skeletal Minions clearing some damage away. And what is this? 120 picking up a Dark Ranger second. Dark Ranger second right at the tech to tier 2 being completed. Meanwhile, Tauren Chieftain now getting added, and is this some sort of timing attack? Dark Ranger with black arrows, perhaps trying to punish this army of headhunters. Normally, black arrows do not work well against Orc because Orc grunts have so much damage. Headhunters, not berserkers, headhunters only have 375 damage, so that damage does add up quickly. The downside right now is that there isn't that much normal damage that undead can try and throw to try and get damage onto these headhunters. As the headhunters get stronger with berserker, with their berserker upgrade, well, that additional bonus hit points will make it less efficient for those black arrows to start trying to generate skeletal minions. Meanwhile, Farseer we're able to use a chain lightning to guarantee the kill right there. As we're looking at the Dark Ranger still sitting at level 1, Lin Guagua doing an amazing job here, trying to just zone out his opponent, has a slight hero level advantage, has the potion of greater healing as well. And are we going to see that? Well, see this stay alive here. All right, more damage getting added up once again. We're going to see some dire wolves perhaps take some damage here as the one headhunter does get taken down. Additional skeletal minions or lesser dark minions getting taken down as well. All right, a lot of early action going back and forth. Lin Guagua now retreating back to the top right-hand side. Stronghold now upgrading to Fortress. Meanwhile, we are upgrading to Black Citadel by 1-0. Dark Ranger, that second hero, we may be looking at a Lich third in this instance. And not having the Lich here with Frost Nova, perhaps a bit of a mistake there, as Frost Nova is really effective at trying to slow down your opponent's units and trying to slow down any hit and run tactics. We are looking at a bestiary with Raiders now coming online as a Tauren Chieftain comes in for the stomp. There is a Death Coil onto that Dark Ranger. Dark Ranger gonna try and back away, but getting trapped. Is it gonna be able to escape? No, it is not. Dark Ranger falls at level 1. Tauren Chieftain at level 1 opting to go for stomp instead of the typical endurance aura, as more damage is still getting added in. All right, more damage added in. Farseer sitting at level 3 1/3, trying to add in more damage onto the Death Knight, trying to make sure to keep that Death Knight, and by keeping the Death Knight at bay, keeps everyone else at bay as well. All right, Forest Troll Trapper, Forest Troll High Priest, all of these units are looking to retreat back. Farseer sitting at level 3, Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 1 with that Potion of Greater Healing originally on that Farseer. Coming back through, we are looking at 37 supply compared to 39. Scroll of the Beast no longer on that Farseer. I believe it was in fact sold. Wasn't going to try to go for a timing attack push with just headhunters. Timing attack with piercing damage onto buildings just doesn't work out very well, as a Tauren Chieftain will get to level 2 here, picking up Endurance Aura and picking up that, well, all-important movement speed and faster attack speed for all these units. Coming back through, Death Knight finishing off one wolf right there. Halls of the Dead nearly done here. Are we getting up a third hero by Orc? No, we are not. We are getting that Berserker upgrade, increased hit points, and that Berserker upgrade ability. Headhunters will be that much stronger as the Raiders are now looking to engage and take down the Forest Troll High Priest. Level 3 on the Farseer, level 2 on the Tauren Chieftain. Q8 Venom, how are you doing? Thank you for tuning in, as we're still looking at headhunters going after the Forest Troll Trapper and Forest Troll High Priest. Meanwhile, Death Knight, Dark Ranger, are we getting up a Lich? We are getting up a Lich, and Orb of Corruption will most likely be inbound there in just a second. All right, Death Knight. Death Knight, well, finishing off the Null Warden, their units are going to continue to, well, do a little bit of movement here as the Dark Ranger looking to go after the Ogre Lord. Well, get a quick Death Coil off onto a frontline unit. Dark Ranger looking to take down the Ogre Lord and take down this Creep Camp. Are we going to see a potential Creep Jack? Headhunters and our Berserkers, Farseer, and Tauren Chieftain now coming in from behind. This could be a potential Creep Jack here, and it is in fact a Creep Jack. The Ogre Lord has been taken down. Cloak of Flames picked up, and now, well, finishing off the remainder of this creep camp to give level 3 to that Tauren Chieftain and pick up any tomes or any other items that could be dropped off. I don't believe any other items are available here, as a dire wolf will get taken down. Lich, sitting at level 1, does have an Orb of Corruption. Shadow Hunter, the third hero coming in from Lin Guagua, gonna be bringing a bunch of items from the shop, including an Orb of Lightning. Interesting call there. Orb of Lightning. Is that going to be given to the Tauren Chieftain to perhaps try and attack air? Or what else can be used there? All right, there's a quick ensnare. Destroyer getting webbed down. There's a giant stomp just as the summon units show up to the party. We don't see any disenchant. Tauren Chieftain uses a potion of healing just in time. Still has a potion of lesser invulnerability right behind it. And gonna use that once more. Chain Lightning bouncing around. Tauren Chieftain now gonna be forced to back away. It did get some healing salve right there as Raiders are gonna get taken down as well. All right, Scroll of Speed now being used. Dark Ranger now with all of those cold arrows. Crypt Fiends now continuing that pressure as well. 41 supply compared to 47. Lin Guagua pushing in quite a bit of damage as the Crypt Fiend now trying to, well, walk away once more. Dark Ranger now heading up onto the high ground, trying to perhaps use a little bit of that high ground advantage as we're going to see a Crypt Fiend get taken down here. Chain Lightning, Shadow Hunter continuing this battle up. Silence on the Shadow Hunter as the Shadow Hunter retreats back once more. 50 supply for Lin Guagua, going up against 33 by 120. Dark Ranger looking to finish off the Forest Troll, Trapper, and all of these remaining units. Lich sitting at level 1, and Death Knight. Well, Death Knight now back in action. It could get closer to level 4, but will be a little bit shy. Meanwhile, Lich gets up to level 2, has not trained up a second ability as of yet. Without the Blade Master, Frost Armor is no longer a given in the matchup, since the Frost Armor doesn't necessarily, well, only really helps against the Spirit Wolves and that Tauren Chieftain. Everything else is a ranged unit. Well, Raiders as well. And as we're looking at the Ogre Magi getting taken down, giving level 4 to the Death Knight. 120 in a big advantage here, taking down another Ogre Lord once again. Now trying to finish off and make his opponent pay. Perhaps going to try and clear up the remainder of this creep camp. Shadow Hunter sitting at level 1, still a little bit behind in terms of experience, as the Shadow Hunter will, well, he could be getting to level 2 in just a second. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability on the Tauren Chieftain. On the Farseer, Shadow Hunter has no additional heals, does have an Orb of Lightning to try and purge out a couple of other units. Great haul. Well, already completed here. 2 bases going up against 1. Tauren Chieftain right here going to go for the engagement. 46 supply compared to 56. Lin Guagua looking to back away. A little bit more damage. There goes another Berserker again, as the Dark Ranger with level 2 Black Arrows going to be finishing off that Null Overseer once more and trying to get as much, well, trying to dish out more damage again. That Dark Ranger dealing +8 damage with, well, Gloves of Haste and Slippers of Agility. More damage coming back on through. Tauren Chieftain now trying to make its way over. There's a stomp for the entire front line. Chain Lightning bouncing around. Another Crypt Fiend gets taken down. Tauren Chieftain Illusion is just being ignored as the Tauren Chieftain puts his foot down once again. Crypt Fiend about to get taken down, but gets a Death Coil for the save. And a Burrow is going to be in time, but Dust of Appearance is still, well, showing that Crypt Fiend where it was, not being able to escape away. Lich sitting at level 2. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability could have hunting plenty of mana to be used across all of these units, as Lin Guagua is absolutely playing his mind out, trying to deal damage and finish off what is a skeleton army of the undead. Pun intended. All right, Dark Knight, Crypt Fiend, and all of these units now pushing their way back through. Tauren Chieftain doesn't have that much mana. Could try and go throw down a stomp, and yes, does exactly that. Does have a potion of healing. There's a beautiful Chain Lightning, but the Lich survives at 40 some odd hit points. Could have been even lower as the Tauren Chieftain now tries to finish things off again. Death Knight could be in trouble. Death Knight taking a large amount of damage. There's a quick Hex right there. And, well, Dark Ritual, or, well, no, that was Death Pact. Death Pact being used by 120 to keep that Death Knight alive ever so barely, as the Death Knight now gets back into that front line spot again. Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 3. Obsidian Statue taken down. Frost Nova trying to slow down this head or Berserker army. Lich gets ensnared. Death Knight does have enough mana and gets it in time. Just in time as the Chain Lightning follows up right behind. Another Obsidian Statue taken down. Tauren Chieftain very, very close to level 4. Endurance Aura not able to catch up with the remaining units here. No purges. There's a giant stomp. Death Knight could be in trouble as the, well, Tauren Chieftain gets up to level 4 here. Tauren Chieftain, Potion of Lesser Invulnerability down to 28 hit points. It gets taken down. Lich able to Scroll of Town Portal away. Dark Ranger is going to get taken down. Yes, Dark Ranger gets taken down as well. Level 3, almost level 4 Dark Ranger traded for a level 4 Tauren Chieftain as the units go back to their respective corners. 56 supply compared to 33, but the expansion of Lin Guagua may just simply be too much. If 120 spots this expansion, he may just throw in the towel knowing that he cannot recover nearly as quickly. 120 does have a bit more gold, but the gold's not going to amount to much. And now the Death Knight trying to break free here. Is it going to be able to break free? No, it is not. Death Knight falls. And if it wasn't a game before, that is the game now. Lin Guagua taking this game off of 120 in, well, a very clean fashion. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think about this game in the comments below or off to the side, depending on how you're watching, when you're watching. But Lin Guagua played an amazing, amazing game that match, keeping track of 120. Even though 120 was able to creep out much more difficult creep camps, picking up the Cloak of Flames and the Hood of Cunning, two very powerful items. Lin Guagua, his transition into Tier 3, Shadow Hunter timing with that Hex, shutting down heroes, forcing engagements, and even though he had lost his Tauren Chieftain there, he had the foresight and the knowledge of setting up that expansion, allowing him to bounce back quicker. In the final 1 to 2 minutes of that game, you already saw a 15 supply advantage and the economic advantage really starting to take hold as 120 lost his Death Knight and threw in the towel. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys see me next time.